Not long ago, there lived a young lad named Arthur. He was a fine boy, polite, kind, humorous, and a bit clumsy. Very clumsy. For someone with his looks and intelligence, Arthur shouldn't have had any problems meeting a nice young lady, but he did. Arthur had the misfortune of being overrun by the jitters and butterflies every time a woman entered the room. It was his first year at university, and Arthur was hoping better luck would come around, but things seemed to remain as glum. Arthur did not give up on love despite the constant setbacks, but he had been feeling down for a while. Until a soft but cheerful giggle filled the still fall air. Her name was Melanie. She was a beautiful creature of books and literature, and he was just dumbstruck. It was a chance meeting that Arthur had dreamed of for a long time. For him, it was a moment worthy of a history book. Life for the next few weeks was as sweet as can be. The true lovebirds were always together, in and out of class. Despite a busy schedule of tests and papers, Melanie was always on top of things for the both of them. Arthur couldn't help but feel a little extra spring in his step. When evening came around, the jitters began to take hold of Arthur. "Would you like to come in? My folks are out." "I would love to." Arthur's hands started to melt into butter, but he wasn't going to let a slight case of nerves stop him, or a minor technical difficulty. The cold evening air was settling in. It was best, Melanie thought, to let her prince get some rest. And with that, she was whisked away by the wind, leaving Arthur cold and silent. The next few days, to Arthur's great relief, carried on splendidly. Melanie was patient and eager to help him live up to the potential she saw in him. She knew he could become more confident, and all he needs is a little love and guidance. Then, evening came around again. This was a time for redemption. It was time to show Melanie that despite his constant bubbling, he was a fool. Arthur welcomed the sunshine. For the first time, he knew what he wanted. Melanie had become his world, and he was going to prove it to her. Ah, there it is, that smile, that most precious gift. And with arms linked and toes pointed, the two were reunited with a promise. It was time to man up his nerves and beat himself into shape. All it required was a simple pat of the pocket and a slight flick of the wrist, and out came nothing. And the key, well, it was just laughing at him. He wanted to smash the key in half, throw it in the river, or just chain it up to a dumpster. And suddenly, Arthur understood. He finally understood what to do. It was another day, but this time Arthur was ready. He was ready to be the man he was born to be. A well-polished, straight-back, bouquet-holding type of man with a touch of cologne. And, in a true gentleman's style, Arthur helped her up and hurried her along. Then, evening came around, and Arthur's jitters were gone. With a simple pat of the pocket and a slight flick of the wrist, Arthur produced the once troublesome key. It was chained to the necklace next to Melanie's heart. Neither of them was getting away. And, with a click and a push, the happy couple entered a new chapter of their life.